End of this lesson, you will have acquired the expected learning outcome. Sit down and listen attentively as we introduce your subject teacher.
Welcome back to the next English class. I am Sani Onimisi Victor. The speech work continues, but this time around we are going to look at monothongs in details. That will be under vowel sounds. If you have not forgotten, I told you that monothong means the same thing as pure vowels. There are important things about vowel sounds that we have to know. The first one there is that the production of vowels takes place as the airstream flows from the lungs to the mouth without any obstruction. That is, there is no obstruction to it while pronouncing vowel sound. Look at this. When a consonant sound like M, this sound is a consonant sound, is pronounced as is ma sound. The flow of air is interrupted by the lips. Unlike the vowel sound, that there won't be any interruption. There is always some forms of interruption of airstream from the lungs when a consonant is produced. But a vowel sound is produced, there is no obstruction to airstream. Look at it. When one pronounces this vowel sound, you will notice that the air flows out freely from the lungs. Now, the next thing is the classification of vowel sound. As we have discussed earlier, that vowel sounds are classified into two. One, the pure vowels, also known as monothongs, and two, the diphthong. The pure vowels are subdivided into short vowels and long vowels. But this time around, we are going to look at the short vowel sounds. That is, short vowels. Some vowels in English are described as short because their pronunciation is not prolonged. That is, when pronouncing the short vowel sound, there is nothing like a prolonged pronunciation. There are 7 of those vowel sounds in English. We shall be taking them one after the other. Look at this. The first one. This is pronounced as E. E sound is E. These 2 slashes must be there. That is what differentiates it from normal alphabets, that is letters of English. There must be these 2 slashes. Now the first one is called E. E. Generally, in pronouncing some words, 3 articulators are very, very important that we must know. The first one is our tongue, the lips, and the teeth. They are very, very important while we are pronouncing these sounds. But look at this first one, E. To pronounce this very vowel, the part of the tongue that is raised is near the center than the front. In this regard, the lips are spread. The lips are spread. It's called E. When you look at my lips, I said E. E. Say it after me. E. E. Then let's look at the examples of this symbol. Number 1, we have pit. Pit. The second one is pronounced as pretty. Pretty is not pretty, is pretty. That E there is, that E letter there is pronounced as E, not E. The next one is village. It's not village, it's village. Look at this. This is symbol. Symbol. Look at this one. This is Mandi. The AY here is pronounced as E. This is called Mandi. It's E. Look at this one. Is build. Not good. Is build. The UR is pronounced as E. Is build. Look at this one. This is minute. Minute. Basket. Basket. Orange, not orange. This one is orange. Look at this. This is language, not language. Is language. Yes, let's get to the next one, which is the second vowel sound. This is E. E. E sound. Repeat after me. E. Say E. E. Thank you. Here, as I have told you that 3 different articulators are important, the tongue is raised to a position where the jaw can neither be described as open nor closed. I hope you all understand what is called jaw. Your jaw is somewhere here. The jaw is here. Now, the lips are spread for the pronunciation of the sound. Look at my pronunciation. Eh. Eh. Say it. Eh. Let's look at the examples. Let's look at the examples here. Under S sound, we have words like bed, many, heard, said, said. This is not said, is said. This is friend, friend. This is bury, not body, is buried. This is Jeffrey, not Geoffrey, is Jeffrey, Jeffrey. Let's look at the third sound. This is also another short vowel sound. It is pronounced as A, A. For the articulation of this vowel, the front part of the tongue is raised to a height slightly above the open position, while the lips are spread. Look at me and repeat after me. I said A, A. Say it after me. A, A. Thank you. Let's look at the examples here. The examples. We have heart, heart. This is plait, not plate. Some people call it plating of hair. It's called plait. Bat, van, van, back, sharp, man, pan. Let's go to the next vowel. This is another short vowel sound. It is pronounced as O. It's pronounced as O. This vowel sound is articulated with the back of the tongue. While the jaw is opened, the lips are rounded for the pronunciation of this vowel. And look at me. I said your lips must be rounded. The pronunciation, this is called O. O. Say it after me. O. O. Thank you. Let's look at the examples. This is want, want, cough, cough. Please take note of these words. The letters that we are underlining. The essence of it is to tell you that that is where you can get the sound. I said want, cough, dog, hot, caught, song, lock, stock, watch, and so on and so forth. Let's look at the next sound. This sound for us to articulate this sound, the center of the tongue is raised while the jaw is open. The lips are in their natural shape. The lips are in their natural shape. Look at me pronounce this word, this sound. This sound is called ah. 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 Say it after me. Ah. Ah. Now, let's look at the examples where we can get this sound. This sound is very, very important because some of us will confuse it with the former R sound, the short R sound that we have described. Now, for example, this word H-U-T. This word H-U-T is pronounced as heart. Heart, not hot. Heart. Calm. Calm. Young. Young. Blood. Blood. Flood. Flood. Dance. Dance. Sun. Sun. Luck. Luck. Stuck. Stuck. Cat. Cat. Husband. Husband. And love. Love. Let's get to another one. This is sound 6 and it's pronounced as oo. It's a short vowel sound. This short vowel, which some people may describe as a back vowel, has the lips as a rounded one, while the jaw is in a closed position. That is, your jaw is in a closed position, but your lips must be a rounded one. Look at me. The pronunciation is like oo. Oo. Say it after me. Oo. Oo. Then you notice that the jaw is in a relaxed position. Now, let's look at the examples. E.g., this is woman. Woman. Foot. Foot. Could. This is could, not cooled, because if you call it cooled, that would be a long sound. It's called could. Put. Put. Would. Would. Look. Look. Should. Should. Thank you. Let's look at the next one. If you have not forgotten, I told you that there are 7 short vowel sounds that every student must know. Now here we have this 7th one, and this 7th one is a weak sound. You can also call it a reduced vowel sound. Now this very sound can also be used for the weak form of the vowels in grammatical words like this. Ordinarily, we pronounce this word as and, but, and, can. But in a weak form, the most important part of this very sound is that when it is weak, it is not stressed in English language. When it is weak, this very sound is not stressed in English language. So let me call it now. Look at my mouth. It is Say it after me. It's not it's Now, look at it. It is a short vowel produced with the lips in natural form. It is in natural position. So, when you want to produce this word now in a weak form, you call it end. It's not end, is end. Look at this, bed, and look at this, can. So you have to take note of this. Let's look at another thing under this sound. This vowel usually occurs in an unstressed syllable. It occurs in an unstressed syllable. That is, all unstressed syllables, you get this sound there. Let's look at it. Example, the first one there. It's not again, it's again. Again. Look at this word. It's not baker, it's called baker. Baker. Look at this one. This is doctor. Doctor, not doctor. Is doctor. Look at this one. This is not observe, is observe. Observe. This is waiter. Waiter. Look at this. This is mother. Mother. Pressure. Pressure. Plural. Plural. This is magazine. Magazine. It's not magazine. So this is very, very important. So the next one now is to look at the long vowel sound. The long vowel sound. Now the list of the pure vowels in English shows that some of these vowel sounds have two dots or a colon after them. The essence of that colon that we are talking about is to prolong the pronunciation of all long vowel sounds. That is, that colon is differentiating it from the pure vowels, that is the short vowel sound. Now, when you come to the long vowel sound, you are going to notice all dots, all of the sounds with dots. Now, there are 5 of these. 5 of these. And in English language, we are going to look at them now. Okay, this means therefore that the 2 dots after a vowel indicates that the vowel is long, as I've explained. And in pronouncing a long vowel, the tongue is kept in the same position longer than it would have been under monothong. That is, under monothong we talked about, under short vowel we talk about E. The tongue will remain at the same position when we want to prolong it by saying E. So that is another unique thing about the long vowel sound. Now let's continue with this. We are here now, that is the long vowel sounds. The first one is this. Look at this. I with 2 dots, colon. Now, how do we pronounce this sound? Watch my mouth. It's called E. Say it after me. E. Unlike the previous one where we said E. This one is E. When you look at it, you see that it's a front vowel sound, which is produced with the front part of the tongue, raised to a height just below the closed position. while the lips are spread. That is, while pronouncing this sound, you spread your lips, as I've earlier said, under the short form. Let's look at the examples of this. One, this word, first one, is called B, not B. Despite the fact that it has just a single E letter, it's called B. Look at this. Tree, tree. Heat, heat. Seas, seas. This is people, people. Key, key. This is police, police. This is key, key, not quay. Is key. Seed, seed. Vehicle. This is not vehicle, is vehicle. Vehement, vehement. Machine, vaccine, vaccine. Let's go to the next one. This is the second long vowel sound. This long vowel sound may be described as a back vowel sound, but the lips are in natural position. The jaw is fully opened. Look at my mouth as I pronounce this. It's pronounced as ah, ah. Look at the jaw as I've earlier explained. The jaw will open. Ah, ah. Then let's look at the examples under this. We have this word. Pants, pants. Cat, cat. Palm, palm. Laugh, laugh. Heart, heart. Harken, harken. Half, half. Calf, calf. Let's look at the next the next vowel sound. Yes, look at this. It's another long vowel sound. It is produced by raising the back of the tongue to a height where the jaw is between the half closed and half open. As I've said, here your jaw will not open and it will not close. That is, it is in between open and close. It is pronounced as all. All. Say it after me. All. All. Let's look at the examples. E.g., we have talk, talk, saw, saw, wall, wall, board, board, sport, sport, call, call, dog, dog, board, board, floor, floor, dog, dog. Let's look at the next one. Yes, this is a long form of oo sound. The sound is articulated with the back of the tongue raised to a high, just below closed position, while the lips are rounded. Look at me. It is pronounced as oo. Ooh. Here you have a round lips. Ooh. Say it after me. Ooh. Ooh. Let's look at the examples. The examples of these sounds. The examples of these sounds are do, do, Spoon. Spoon. This is chew. Chew. Not chew. It's chew. This is booty. Not beauty. It's booty. Booty. Rule. Rule. True. True. Fruit. Fruit. Voo. Voo. Not view. Is voo. Shoe. Shoe. You. You. Fool. Fool. Pool. Pool. Ood. Ood. Yes, let's look at the next one. Now, this is the last of the vowels, that is the long one. Now, when you look at this, to produce this very sound, the center of the tongue is raised to have between closed and open position, and the lips are in the natural form, the natural shape. Look at me. I will compare this sound with another sound today. We have just discussed and we discussed another one, This one is different. It's called air. Air. Say it after me. Air. Air. Now let's look at the examples under this. We have this word, shirt. Shirt. Hair. Hair. Look at this one. It's not word. It's word. Word. Church. 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 F. F. Journey. Journey, not journey. Journey. Word, but I think you have that one there before. We have burn. Burn. Ten. 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 Bird. Bird. Girl. Girl. Fair. Fair. Thank you very much, students. By the grace of God, we've come to the end of this session of the lesson, and by the grace of God, the next session we shall talk about the diphthong sounds. Thank you.